You love being at home for the first time.
Yay, homeward bound, baby. It's exciting for us to finally be at home and be in our environment and with our fans and be at DeLuss Stadium. So we're super excited to be home.
And looking back at the start that you have had, of the couple games that you had that went into double overtime, how important is it for this team to stay focused and not get frustrated when you have the chances hitting off the post, but it's just not reflecting in the score?
Yeah, it's this is where I really lean on our upperclassmen and just making sure that they keep encouraging everybody and understanding that we celebrate the 1-0 wins, and that's why we celebrate goals, because sometimes it's just a little bit of luck and the game's about inches, and we've been creating incredible chances, and we're working away at it and we're plugging away, so we're in a good mindset right now.
What have you told the team? I mean, I know you've held a shot advantage by a pretty wide margin in a lot of the games. What have you told the team? Even though you've ended up in ties.
As much as I just said, sometimes it takes a little luck. We got to just keep creating our luck, and again, we've hit toes, we've hit crossbars, we've hit inside of posts, and that's the game, and just got to keep creating and creating and creating, and if we have to have 100 shots, then we're going to get after 100 shots.
Xavier isn't a super familiar opponent. What do you know about them and what are you expecting?
Yeah, they've gone out and played an incredibly tough schedule thus far. They've played Louisville, they've played Tennessee, and obviously Northern Kentucky, and they've definitely played some tough teams in Toledo. So it's definitely going to be a huge battle tomorrow night.
And two tough teams this weekend in Xavier and Georgetown. How important is it going to be to finally be here at home to get those two teams? Just how does that play into the mindset, especially with the younger players?
Yeah, I think it's definitely a different routine for us, not being, that road fatigue and just being, away from, our crowd, our refs, and just a lot of that. So I think it's going to help that we're home. We're going to be in our own beds and in our own environment, and you guys know it, how much I lean on our incredible crowd to just push us through those goals. So hopefully we'll get the juju from the crowd, and we'll get those finishes.
If some goals do go in and some wins happen this weekend, you're going to take that confidence and run with it the rest of the way.
Absolutely. I mean, we know so much about ourselves right now and so early, and obviously, everyone in the country definitely should think I'm the dumbest coach in the country for scheduling a schedule like we had. But at the end of the day, it's really important that we know who we are and we get better every day. And I think this schedule has challenged us. And now, moving forward, are we getting better? And we feel the progression's happening.
Have you learned anything about this team through this?
I'll tell you what, they're resilient. And I just. They're going to grind, and they're going to grind, and they're going to grind. And, if we need to get 100 shots, we're going to get 100 shots to find that goal. But, again, it's a team that has great leadership, and, everyone's just got to do their job. And once everyone does their job, we'll be fine.
Are we expecting to see any tactical changes for this upcoming weekend? Because you've been creating a lot of chances, but it hasn't really resulted in a lot of goals so far. So are we going to expect anything differently?
You could, for sure. I mean, we definitely have been moving different people around and different, tactical philosophies in the game, and maybe some strategies, and we're going to just look at what Xavier presents and obviously Georgetown, but I do think you guys might see a couple little tweaks here and there.
You said last weekend that for you it's all about seeing growth from one game to the next. Where you are at this point in the season, especially with the younger players, are you happy with the progression you've seen out of them over the past 2 weeks?
Yeah, it's like I said, physically and mentally, we've definitely been challenged, and they might have bent a little bit, but they didn't break, and that's what's important, is they're pushing through, and that's important for us. And we've had a lot of adversity, playing a man down, playing without senior forward Naya. But people responded with that, and no excuses, and and I love that. And it'll be exciting for us to be at home in full form and seeing again how our younger players respond at home.